Good morning, children. Let us start our today's session with the thought by Dada J.P. Vaswani. Stop complaining, start thinking. I repeat the thought, children. Stop complaining, start thinking. Means before giving the complaint, you need to think once or twice. Yes? Okay. Now, look here, children. Here, what you are able to see. Yes? What you can see here? Here you are able to see a beautiful cycle. Yes? Do you want to prepare this, children? Yeah, you want to prepare? Okay, very good. If you want to prepare, what you need to have first? Yes? Very good. Initially, we should have the color papers. Next, what do you have? What you need to have, children? Yes, we need to have the cuttings. Means we need to cut the paper. Yes, children? How can you cut, children? Yes, before cutting we need to measure everything. Yes, children, here how much length, how much height they have taken, and what is the length of the supporting rod and handle rod, and how much they have cut this one. Okay, everything we need to measure. If you want to prepare the basket, we need to find out the length, breadth and height also we need to prepare. Once if you prepare the cycle, where you want to locate, means you have to find out the area also. Is it fit in that place, or else we have to keep it in a other place. Everything you need to measure, children. So today's our topic is about measurements. Okay. Today's our topic is mensuration. What is mensuration now? Tell me. Yes, mensuration is all about process of measurements. What is mensuration, children? Mensuration is all about the process of measurement. It's a branch of mathematics which deals with the study of geometrical figures, different shapes like perimeter, area and volume, length, breadth, height, all these measurements. Yes, children. So today's our topic is mensuration. What is our topic? Mensuration. In that mensuration, we have to learn how to find length, breadth and perimeter, area, volume, all these things we will learn, children. We know from the childhood how to measure the length and breadth of an object. Okay. In 5th class, we have learned the perimeter also. Yes. Now, today we are dealing with perimeter. Can anyone say what is perimeter, children? Yes. Can anyone say what is perimeter? Yes, perimeter is length of the boundary around the figure. Length of the boundary around a figure. What is the length of the boundary around a figure? Yes. Yes, children. For example, I took this object, okay, one rectangular sheet I have taken. If I want to frame on 4 sides, what I need to do, children? Yes, what I need to do? First, we have to measure all the 4 sides and we have to add up, okay. Then you will get total length of this rectangular box. Once if you get the total length of this rectangular box, means it is nothing but perimeter of this rectangular sheet, okay. Then I can fit the frame, no. Once if you find out the length of the total sheet, then you can fit the frame on 4 sides. See, after finding this, I fit the frame like this, children. On 4 sides, I can fit the frame in a proper way, okay. Then it will become like this. Yes, children. So that you have to find out the perimeter. Yes. Now we'll see in one more situation. Here I have one object, children, okay. Here I want to keep lace around this object. Here it is in which shape, children? Yes, square shape. So I want to keep the lace around this table, okay. It is a small table, so that I want to keep the lace and I want to decorate it more. Then what I need to do, children? Yes, Peter? Yes, very good. We need to find out the perimeter. Means we have to measure length of the 4 sides and add up. Then that is only the perimeter, no? So length of the boundary of this object we have to find out. Then we'll get the perimeter of this object. Then I can put the lace according to the perimeter length on 4 sides. Yes? Now look here. Here if you are taking it as land, okay. This green color one is land, children. Here, this is the land, okay. I want to do the fencing for this land. Then what to do? What to do, children? Yes, if you want to do the fencing for this land, we have to find out the perimeter of this land. Means you have to measure all the four sides and add up. Yes, then you will get the perimeter of this land. According to that, we have to cut the wire and you can put it the fencing. You can put the fencing. If you want 3 rounds, you have to multiply the perimeter into 3. How many rows you want to put the fencing? Okay, perimeter into number of rows. Then only you can keep the wire in a proper way. Yes. See here children, here I kept 3 rows. Okay, fencing how many rows I kept? 3 rows. Means once you have to find out the perimeter, then 1 row we can put. Okay, if you want to keep 3 rows, you have to multiply the perimeter into 3. Yes, then you will get the total length of the wire you need to do the fencing. Yes. Now look here children, mensuration, you have to keep the heading. No need to write this notes children. Okay. We'll discuss perimeter. Perimeter is the distance covered along the boundary forming a closed figure. When you round the figure once, means if you are, how you can define, if you are taking the length of this rounded, length of this figure, total figure, then this is perimeter. Means what you are telling, distance covered along the boundary forming a closed figure is called the perimeter of this figure. In simple words, we can say perimeter is the distance around a two-dimensional shape. Okay, perimeter is the distance around a two-dimensional shape. Now we'll see some formulas children. Perimeter of an irregular shape of polygon is sum of all sides. Means it's not a regular shape. It's either it is not in the rectangular shape or else square shape or else triangle. Okay, so we can add up all the sides however the shape it is. Yes, Peter? Now see the perimeter of regular polygons. Perimeter of a rectangle. What is the perimeter of a rectangle? Perimeter of a rectangle or perimeter of a square or perimeter of a triangle, you have to add all the sides. But here some particular measurements it has. Rectangle means 2 lengths are same, 2 breadths are same. Here 2 lengths are same and 2 breadths are same. So that if you are adding here L plus B plus L plus B means 2 times you are adding length, 2 times you are adding breadth. So we can take 2 as common, 2 into L plus B we can write the formula. Now perimeter of a square. Perimeter of a square means here all the 4 sides are equal. Instead of adding side plus side plus side plus side, we can multiply with 4. So simply we can write 4 into side. Yes. You can write it as 4 into S also. Okay, 4 into S also you can write. Now perimeter of a triangle. What is the perimeter of a triangle? Sum of all the 3 sides. Here triangle means it has 3 sides. So you have to add all the 3 sides. You will get the perimeter of the triangle. Okay. Now perimeter of n-sided polygon. If your polygon have n sides, then what is the perimeter of n-sided polygon? N into length of the each side. Means each side of your polygon you have to add. So you have to multiply n into length of each side. If it is a regular polygon children, n-sided regular polygon. Regular polygon means all the sides will be equal. Then only you can write n into length of each side. Yes. Now we'll start exercise 10.1. Find the perimeter of each of the following figures. Here find the perimeter of each of the following figures. Here few figures are given children. We have to find out the perimeter of these figures. See here. Here how many sides it has? 4 sides. So we have to add up all the 4 sides. Here also 4. Here also 4. But here how many we have children? 5 sides we have. So here we have to add all the 5 sides. Yes. If you are observing here, here also you have to add all the sides. Each and every side you need to add up to get the perimeter of this shape. Yes, in the same way you need to add up all the sides to get the perimeter of this shape. Okay children? Only in classwork we are doing A to D.